Mm.
So a little bit like
what I was mentioning, that there are different kinds of service, right? Service as service where numbers grow, family become bigger, there are more instruments, so expansion, because that's what happened, no expansion. But also there is some like requirements of the yajna, knowing what you want to do, you do what you like to do. But there are some needs of the service, requirements of service. It's like all-rounder Dadi, no example of all-rounder Dadi, that in India they needed someone who can do that task, and everyone was not willing much. And all-rounder Dadi raised hand. So Baba really appreciated because Yajna needed that at that time. So I believe that there are some, they do a lot of service, but not necessarily they are prepared or learned how to do Yajna Seva. So Yajna Seva is what? Angelic Karma Yogi. Why I like this word, Angelic Karma Yogi? That if you are not becoming angel, you cannot do Karma Yoga for a long time.
Right.
Then you are tired or wasteful thoughts, why others don't do, why I have to do. But if you are becoming angel, you will do until last minute Karma Yoga. And then see what happens. You have to have quality of doing and making others do. Delegating is a big, big talent, right? You start doing like Baba, Brahma Baba, then 110 come and start cooperating you. But sometimes you are doing it and nobody really comes forward. Or sometimes what they are supposed to do, you start doing it. So people say, anyway, she will do it. Anyway, it will get done.
Right.
So it is both ways, Say what I'm saying, that Yajna Seva is Lord Karma Yoga, right? Like in Peace Village, we have all different kinds of seva. But biggest seva is Bandara, right?
Yes.
Kitchen, taking care of Baba's children's food, and that is consistent, right? And to be able to do it with lot of love, tirelessly, you have to kind of, as you were mentioning, that how the inspiration should come in others, right? Now, if 20, 30 people are traveling, you can get 5, 6 people to come and quickly make takeaways, sandwiches, right? You do it, you pack it, and you leave it so they don't know if any help is needed. And then you say, oh, I'm so tired. I have to do it constantly. But what is there that you need to learn, to make others inspire also? For everything is like that. That is why I like this topic of bhavana. You do it with bhavana. Bhavana has that, power to attract others, to inspire others. And that's how the yajna is sustained. No? For anything, karma yoga could be contribution, karma yoga can be any kind of, cooperation to yajna. That is karma yoga. So that is yajna seva.
Yeah. And it's, again, the angelic karma yoga. It has to be, the basis does have to be, as you say, bhavana or love. Otherwise, and of course, many will do it, or there will be times even when I would do it because I have to do it or whatever else. But even that's acceptable from other people too. That if that's as much as they can do, if that's their capacity at this moment, that's acceptable too, without making them feel why aren't you an angel already? But what I wanted to get to was yesterday's Murli, and I know nobody else is probably going to ask you about this. Like, you would consider yourself a Bharatwasi, right? You don't consider yourself a double foreigner, right? You're a Bharatwasi, yeah. And so Baba made the statement yesterday. He was talking about the key to visions and how, the children had to reveal the Father and so on. But he was mentioning Brahma Baba, and he said that the foreigners had more love for Brahma Baba. Did none of the Bharatwasis object to that or question that? And how do you, as a Bharatwasi, comprehend that? Because I found it very intriguing. And there's no competition here, right? There's no competition. But why did Baba say that? Did it strike you at all? Or was he just being nice to us? Was he just sweetening us up?
I think it is very, very natural, for Bharatvasis to have respect, love. But for double foreigners to have that is more kind of, oh, really? They have so much love. Otherwise, some say, oh, it's like guru, it's like master. So he was appreciating double foreigners because it's very natural for Bharatvasis. I took it that way, that Bharatvasis will have anyway, but double foreigners have the way they express it and the way they talk to Baba or have visions of Brahma Baba. So Baba is appreciating double foreigners more, but doesn't mean that Bharatvasis have less. I didn't see that way.
No, of course not. Of course not. And it was very interesting the words that he used, because he said about the Bharatwasis, he said, yes, even in Bharat there are, I think, gopis and gopis, was it that he used the word? Yeah, there are gopikas and gops, which was very specific, And someone here, actually, a Bharatwasi, what she said, a little bit similar to what you're saying, only a little different, in that she said the Bharatwasis have more love for Krishna. I mean, that's how they were raised. That's how they were brought up, was their love for Krishna. And so that's just there. It's part of their DNA almost. Whereas, and then why this thing then that the Baba's children from abroad are more inclined to tell stories about their experiences. I think I've said it to you before, the feeling that, Brahma Baba never went abroad. He had to become avyakt. He had to become an angel in order to go abroad, And our experience of him wasn't just in Madhavan. Our experience of him in visions or whatever else was here, in the outside of India.
What is your feeling about Brahma Baba?
Oh my goodness. I couldn't begin to tell you.
You can tell one or two things.
I think it's one of those things. I always like being surprised. And when something, I think I know something, or this is how I feel, or whatever, and then something happens that twists it or turns it. And so for me, there was a hesitation, a very strong hesitation against Brahma Baba to begin with, which I'm sure was true for many of us from the West. And it was only when I went to Madhavan that I began to have a sense of who Brahma Baba was. And then Brahma Baba came to me I had a visionary experience of him, but this was back when I was in London also. And one of the things that really struck me was that Shiv Baba demands our love. Shiv Baba demands Man Mana Bhav and all the rest of it. Brahma Baba doesn't. And yet he came personally and gave such love. That's one of the reasons. And the other thing I think I've shared with you as well, and that was more recently when my mother left the body in 21, I think it was, and her funeral was the 17th of January. And the next day, such a powerful, overwhelming feeling of how Brahma Baba is my mother. And I think this is one of the big, it's an open secret, but he really, truly is the mother, you know, more than anything else. And so I have so much love for Brahma Baba.
Yeah. Because I always feel that it was few days ago, during day I had feeling, of course Shiv Baba is bestower and ocean and he comes.
Yeah.
But for Brahma Baba, you know, to allow Shiv Baba not only to use Miriam, but whatever he did, you know, in the sense of complete surrender and then creating like sustenance for children, you know. So I feel that, like I start feeling that he's great, you know. He's great. He's not only Shiv Baba.
Great. He's
but
great.
They combine play such beautiful role as Bhakta.
That feeling too that, you know, you were mentioning the seed earlier and the idea of, you know, one seed and all the mangoes that come from it. But the seed would be, I hate to say useless, if it were planted in mediocre or infertile land. And so Brahma Baba was the land, was the clay or the earth that Shiv Baba planted himself in. So it says something about him as well, you know. And I sometimes wonder, this is my ulta pulta churning of gyan, as Baba was saying today, that do you think Brahma Baba had an influence on Shiv Baba?
When they created friendship, partnership.
So
There must be.
So. Yeah.
But see, Brahma Baba being the first soul, you know, means people worship Krishna so much. At this time, at least, lot of not only Hare Krishna, but Krishna conscious people, lot of love for Krishna, fasting and everything. So I think that they both have, you know, similar qualities in a way. You know, it was from Brahma Baba got from Shiv Baba. Somewhere when they are together, they must be same, right? Otherwise, they can't be together, right?
I think so. I think so. Yeah. And also just to finish with, you know, it was very nice seeing that little video or of Didi. There was always a lot of love for Didi too. And I was just reminded, and I turned off the English voice, how sweet Didi's voice was. That she was so powerful, you know, and yet she had the sweetest voice imaginable. Mama's voice is a little different, is a little strong and fast, and maybe she was very sweet, but with Didi, maybe it's the other way around. Her voice is very sweet, and she could persuade you so easily and kindly, and yet she was so powerful, and she saw all. She didn't miss anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Baba, Shiv Baba picks the souls, and every soul has very, very good qualities, you know, very special qualities.
Yeah. I know she was very important in your evolving your development as well.
She was my immediate in charge, right?
Yeah, yeah.
She taught us a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you, Didi.
Okay, Body Man. Om Shanti.
Thank you. Om Shanti. Good night.
Om Shanti. Thank you. Thank you, Body Ben. Thank you, Didi. So tomorrow is Tuesday and our schedule from Amritwala, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. In the evening, 5 to 6 p.m. We'll have Avik Muli revision. Together with that, breakout room, Avik the Children Muli class, 5 to 5:15. 6 o'clock Bhatti will start, followed by Hindi series and English series. So now let's remember Baba. Take drishti from Didi. It would be nice if Didi can see everyone. Thank you.
धीरे धीरे
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Mhm.